Hi everyone, so this is my review for Renee. And here I see a blue eye with an overlaying of brown. So this is definitely a true blue, and there's just a lot of toxicity that's built up on top. And you can see that it's true blue because you can see that on the sides of the iris, there's little areas where you can see kind of a greenish, bluish, whitish peeking through, and that makes you understand that the brown that's layered over top is just congestion, and pretty heavy congestion at that. So as you start to detoxify and get rid of all of these foods from your diet, you will see that your eyes will turn more and more blue. um, Now, the biggest part here is the congestion, and it's almost going around the whole eye, and I'm also seeing somewhat of a lymphatic rosary going along the edges of the eye. Lymphatic rosary is like little, almost like circles going around the outer edge of the iris, but in white. You can kind of see them on the sides especially, but they're covered over a layer of lymph. But this just shows you that it's like this eye is built up to the max with lymph and mucus and all of this kind of stuff. Not the eye specifically, but the body and the eye shows it. So, well, the eye specifically as well, I guess. We also have nerve rings here, and all of this is going to go away once the detox happens. So the nerve rings are going to start to fade. The brown is going to start to get lighter and lighter and lighter until it will reach the natural shade. So usually the brown goes to light brown, then it goes to hazel, then it goes to light hazel, or darker hazel, because you can have darker blue eyes or lighter blue eyes, but it will start to shift its way to the blue, which is the natural eye color. And what toxifies the eye? The usuals: the milks, the cheese, meat, processed foods, use of antibiotics, like excessive use of antibiotics, excessive use of different medications, all of this, because this eye is not only brown, it's orangey, and orange is sulfur. So specifically medications make sulfur more apparent. I'm not sure if this is the case here, but I'm just kind of saying based on what I see. But again, I do see also there is a malabsorption ring, and I do see there's slight pocketing around the walls of the GI. So that means that the acidity has been there for a long time. I do suggest taking a look at, if you don't know a lot about it already, alkaline chart to see which foods are alkaline and which are not, if you're still going with a little bit of cooked food, so you know where you're supposed to be, eating wise, because this looks like acidosis and for a long time to me as well. So just like start switching, I mean, one step at a time. I do have an ebook available that goes from how to switch from cooked foods to raw foods, but just one step at a time. Start switching your foods. Get rid of this food, then that food, then that food, and give yourself enough time to adjust to switching it. So don't do it all in one day. I mean, you could, and a lot of people do, but slow and steady is usually a better approach for longevity. So then you don't have a sudden situation where, oh, I can't handle it, and then you go back to the regular diet. You have to get rid of things also like mayo, like eggs. All of these things, they're processed. They're not good for you. I know we've been told that they're good, but they're really not. If you must have cooked foods, try to have some like steamed vegetables, or baked vegetables, or maybe like a broth or something like that, like a soup, but not soup in like a sense of like, meat broth and all of this stuff, but just a very, very light soup. But again, that should only be one meal a day at most. The rest should be raw foods. And then if you do this over, say, about a year to 2 years, you will start to see eye changes, but better to be fully raw, and then you'll see eye changes faster. And again, it's not about the eye changes specifically, it's about cleansing your body, and the eye is just reflecting that. So that was the review. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Like I said, I do have the book available. I also have counseling sessions in case you guys need additional help. All of that is available on my website, ellagrayman.com. Also, the book is available on Kindle and on iBooks. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.